Thank you. Sounds like a guessing game to me. Yeah, a lot of things that are going to happen. Of course, I don't know how many missiles that could reach our mainland that they have right now, but a lot, obviously, space is going to decide a lot of that with missiles coming from space in the near future. But that being said, General, how we doing on Guam? We get the Aegis system started about, what, 3 years ago, maybe a little less. How you doing? Getting better?
Senator, getting better. Lots of teamwork across the services and with the Missile Defense Agency, and my hat goes off to General Collins and his team, who really led the Department of Defense in early implementation, all the legwork for laying the ground efforts for the military construction that will occur there. We demonstrated, MDA demonstrated this last year, early Aegis Guam capability. With a flight test that was executed there very successfully. That work was really the starting point. That equipment has stayed on site. It offers a credible deterrence against potential adversaries, while the Army then does its planning to come in the 27 timeframe with the next, what we call Tranche 1 of capability for Guam. It is a lot of consensus building. It is a lot of teamwork across the Department of Defense. This is the homeland, so in several ways we're learning a lot of lessons that we believe can also apply to the Golden Dome team as they continue that mission set. But very optimistic that the Army is going to meet its mission, that we'll have a credible capability on island in the time frame we lay out.
Have we decided who's going to operate it?
Well, that decision, as we build out the overall command and control capability, the C2 for the defense of Guam would typically fall to the Air Force to conduct that overall coordination, but it will be manned jointly as we have both Navy systems, Air Force systems, Army systems on the ground. We'll have servicemen and women from all of those services operating it, typically under an Air Force leadership, who will then report to the combatant commander, Admiral Papano.
Does that include Reserve, National Guard?
Sir, it absolutely can. And we, even with the small footprint the Army's had on island today, with the Task Force Talon, which is the THAAD battery, we've relied heavily on the Guam National Guard, who provides a security force for that unit that's operating away from a typical Army base. A great job of those soldiers supporting that mission, truly defending the homeland. And within the Army, there's talk about potentially expanding that mission set for the Guard members on Guam. Still under discussion, so I can't get ahead of those decisions as they play out. But I believe all things are on the table at this point.
Thank you. I know it's a long process, isn't it? Long process. How many years do you think we've got left fully operational?
Senator, I believe we will be improving this capability forever. And defense never rests because offensive threat never rests. So we will continually evolve. The point of our effort is to try to get as much capability as soon as possible. And capability isn't just a thing. It's not just a launcher. It's not just a radar. It's not even just a command and control. It's soldiers, airmen, all the folks who actually man this equipment, ensuring they're properly trained. It's ensuring that we have the proper sustainment tail on island to support it, that we can sustain it not just for a day, but for years in time. So we'll be at this for a while.
Like defending a different offense every week if you're a football coach. You got to change, don't you?
Absolutely, Senator.
Thank you. General Collins, thank you for the footprint you have in my state of Alabama. Redstone Arsenal, we're proud of all the work you're doing. How much of MDA's effort and investment in Golden Dome do you expect to take place in Huntsville, and do you expect to request any additional resources for maintenance or buildings or anything like that in the future?
Well, sir, we're Missile Defense Agency is really proud of being part of the Tennessee Valley and at Redstone Arsenal. Certainly a large contingent of our workforce is at Redstone Arsenal, and as well as many of our industry partners are in that area as well. And so I can't give you an exact percentage, but certainly the engineers, the program managers, the contracting officers, the entire workforce of Missile Defense Agency and the associate industry members are going to be very busy and very devoted to making any of the parts of Golden Dome real.
Yeah, and you're building things right now too, right? You've got things under construction, I think the last time I was there.
Yes, sir. We're in the middle of a ground test facility infrastructure update, which is a fairly large renovation and construction project that's going on. And That's going on right now to help get us ready for the ground test infrastructure we need to support next-gen missile defense. And as we start digesting and dissolving the Golden Dome requirements, there may be additional requirements that we need to make sure we're ready.
I got one more question. If you got time here, General Collins, I want to ask you about our space-based sensors, which is absolutely critical component of any effort to develop the next generation missile defense capability. Last year, the U.S. put a new hypersonic and ballistic tracking space center satellite in orbit. We have any plans, either as part of the Golden Dome architecture or independently, to expand that capability?
Yes, sir. We as well believe that a very effective and resilient space layer is going to be critical to the future missile defense requirements of the homeland as well as our deployed forces. We rely on space assets today as part of our kill chain for initial tip-off, and we will continue to do that. The Space Force, Space Development Agency, will operationalize the HBTSS capability. The relationship we have with Space Force is we may prototype technology that is required and prove it out for missile defense. The Space Force will operationalize that capability as we move forward. And HBTSS will be foundational, that type of technology will be foundational to hypersonic missile defense in the future. And we're working on future prototyping space sensor capabilities, in particular discriminating space sensor to help improve ballistic missile defense in the future as well. We'll prototype and Space Force will operationalize. And so space will be very key to protecting the homeland and our deployed forces in the future. Thanks, Jenna. Thanks, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.